Hey, welcome to another episode of...
Sorry, I missed my Uber. I'm just joking. Sorry, we're canceling BT. That's Deion Sanders. Listen, what happened, Deion? You quit eating? Times are going hard for you. They ain't paying you no more in Colorado?
No, standing 10 toes down.
That's why you look like you do.
He's only got 9 toes.
That is true. We got that one horse toe. Whenever he's missing a toe or two. Yeah. Poor Deion.
But anyway.
That was turf toe.
Welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. We are so close to reaching 500 subscribers.
First of all, the fact that we're so close to getting 500 subscribers, I want to say thank you for that. But once we hit 500, that means we get monetized. That means more. We get maybe a studio, or I get a backdrop.
Or at least a fucking...
More chairs.
Thumbs up.
I get more chairs. Right now we at 3.
We're sitting on bar stools.
We would have more, but like Malik said, we ain't got an elevator, so...
These bar stools are harder than it is to forgive white people.
For slavery. That was hilarious.
God damn, these tools is hard. But I'm trying.
Speaking of hard, I think I have a weekend off. Me and my lady want to go to the city. You don't mind, do you, Mr. Gilmo? Well, you cleaned the car, dude. Yes, I did, sir. Go ahead. I knew you was gonna let me go. Thank you, sir. Can I buy your condoms? I don't know why I say borrow your condom. No, just you can have it.
Use a trash bag, nigga.
I heard about you people. Thank you, Mr. Gilmo. I appreciate that. Can I buy your car?
Shout out to our newest member of the Cancel Crew.
Oh, I think we're punch drunk.
Sean Q, right? Is that
Sean Wade?
Sean Wade? I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Sean Q.
Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. John Q, you think it's Denzel.
My son's gonna live.
You gonna operate on my son even though I ain't got no health insurance? That's why you said.
Like, blow your head off, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're black.
Your kid gonna die.
Yeah, you're black. Your kid's black.
So if I kill myself, you're not gonna take my heart and put in my boy?
No.
That would be illegal.
We got a pig heart we can put it in. He can last maybe to his junior prom. I think we're gonna die.
He lasted just long enough to be a victim of a car crash. So don't drink and drive, kid.
Man, wouldn't it be fucked up if you got a new heart?
Your first day going home.
You get in a car wreck and you die. You go through a windshield and they go, oh man.
The fucking stitches open up. Your shit just pop out your...
All that work down the drain. Hey, thanks, Doc. They give you one of them applauses and shit. You go through a doctors and nurses.
Fucking ring that
bell. Ding, 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 ding. You get in the car. You don't even make it 2 blocks past the hospital.
They see it from the window.
Oh, shit. And the motherfuckers go back to their coffee break. I've seen this one before.
He said, the doctor looking out and go, oh no, and he sees the accident.
He walks out there, picks up the heart that's got gravel in it.
Pour some water on it.
Let's get this on ice.
He puts in the bounty towel. Oh, man.
Then he pays the truck driver right off, because this is a fucking racket. And that's what they do. They give you a new fucking kidney, you spend all that money, and they kill you and take it back to sell it to the next person.
Oh, Deion, stop, man. My stomach hurts now. That was good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was good, bro. Oh.
You thought you were having a happy moment. No, we fucked that up. Sorry, we're canceled.
Sorry, we're canceled, folks. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea, man. This is what, 2 o'clock in the morning, getting this episode in because we're both traveling. Well, I'm traveling. Are you working for?
No, I'm home. I was doing a show earlier tonight that I caught by surprise. I got something next week, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up a lot of work, which is, I'm at that, it's a weird thing. It's like I picked up a lot of work, which I'm grateful for, but I'm just out of town a lot, and that's why honestly, even though you do a better job, that's why I want this to be monetized so I can be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna stay and do. I'd rather do us. I'd rather have us do.
Whoa, pause, Diddy.
I'm Diddy. Him and Meek Mill. Him and Meek Mill. Anyway, so I wanted us to. I'd rather do a whole week of shows. I mean, sorry we're canceled, then do how I'm doing.
Right.
I mean, because I really love this. I love doing this show. I really love the feedback we get on YouTube from everybody. I think that's great. And the one show that we thought, because we talked about conspiracy or whatever, I love that one girl go, oh yeah, this is juicy. And I thought that was great, because we thought, ain't nobody gonna like this one. And that was one of our most watched episodes, which I thought was great. But what I love about it is, it's organic. When we start talking about it, like I told you, once you go down that conspiracy theory road, it's over, man. Almost as a person, you're done, because you don't look at things the same.
Yeah.
And once you know it, you know what I mean? It's, yeah.
So I was thinking this as I was driving earlier today. All right. You know how we can't explain anything before the Big Bang, right?
Yeah.
How before the Big Bang, everything was nothing and nothing was everything, right? So the idea of the universe starting at a moment from absolute nothing to everything's possible, right? That's the same experience that you have when you learn something you didn't know. So information is the bang, and the understanding of that information, like all the stuff to create everything was always there, but until it was realized and thought about, until it was burst into existence, that's the start of a new universe, right? So compile that thought with, when this all ends and a giant boom, is that the start of another?
You mean during the 2024 election?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, man, it's funny you say that, 'cause I swear I was thinking this yesterday. I was packing, and I thought, okay, the creation of wind, whatever, say the earth was created, but what created that? And then what was creation behind? At some point, there had to be nothing, and then something was created from that nothing, and that compounded, and it makes your mind just go, what the fuck?
But that's the thing, though. Nothing is something. And so for order for nothing to exist, everything that's understood about nothing has to exist before that. Does that make sense?
No.
So basically, nothing, there can never be nothing, because who would be there to recognize something of nothing?
I don't understand that one.
What I'm saying is the spark of information that you go from never knowing about it to knowing about it is the cosmic expansion of the universe. There's a reason why every star galaxy system looks exactly the same, whether it be a spiral galaxy or if you line those dots up, they look like neural patterns, because it's information popping in and out. Like the second something becomes aware, that's another universe, that's another galaxy, that's another whatever. All these fucking stars are somebody's ideas of new information, if that makes any sense to you.
Man, you can go down so many roads. Like, they're talking about how you literally can bend space and time. Where you can actually bend, to the point it makes you go, what? And that blew my mind. But now, what we do know is that energy never dissipates. So that's why, in a way, and granted, I haven't been to a funeral yet since that really resonated with me. That, when you're looking at a casket and somebody's dead, their energy is gone. That's just the body, the vessel that it was in. Which makes
the thing that makes you.
It almost makes death more palpable. Like, okay, that person's not really dead. Their energy, that energy from that body it was in, is gone, but it's there somewhere. The energy just dissipated. It's someplace else now. That's why sometimes, there's things you can't explain, because I think that energy, when you speak to it, it knows you. Like, perfect example, when Dale Earnhardt died, okay? he used to race in a series below NASCAR called now it's called the Nationwide. I don't know what it's called now. But anyway, his son, Dale Jr., when he was racing, he raced his dad's car. So when he did that, he won the race in his dad's old car. And he goes, well, I'll be damned. And it's like maybe his dad's spirit helped him win. And he got in a wreck one time. And he goes, when he came back, the car caught on fire. And he got back and he finally goes, hey guys, thanks for pulling me out. And they go, what? He goes, nobody pulled you out. We didn't do it. I mean, you can say whatever, but I just think there's that spirit that hears you. And, you know, however you take that, and because the spirit never dissipates. It goes out into the universe or whatever, and I'm a firm believer it hears you.
Okay, so here's my question. Did the spirit exist before you were aware of it, or was it always there?
The spirit of you?
No, the spirit that you say pulled him out of that car. Was it always there protecting him, or was it?
I think it was because his dad died, and I think it watches over you. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer that there's things out there that you can't explain, but you can measure quantum physics. You can measure that. You can measure, like, you know, energy and brain waves. You can measure that. So I'm a firm believer that maybe his dad, his spirit was watching him, and he protected his son.
What I'm saying is right. So the understanding that you can measure brain waves, but we can't measure the spiritual energy yet, is what I'm saying. And the second that we're able to understand it, it becomes a thing. Whereas of now, it doesn't physically exist because the information is always there, but when you're unaware of it not being there, you don't think about it. So what you can't conceive doesn't exist to you. Like an ant doesn't think about a beluga whale, and a beluga whale doesn't think about an ant. They don't exist in each other's universes, but they exist in the same universe, if that makes sense.
They don't think about each other?
They have no concept of what each other are because they never interact, but they still exist.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is the reason this God character or whatever was always going to be there, whatever force that started this emotion is the same energy that you experience when you learn something new. Like that bang of, oh, it went from nothing to all of a sudden it's something. So like when you learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah. Before
you didn't have any concept of what riding a bike was, so it didn't exist to you. But then you got on it, you put on the training wheels, you learned about it, and that moment of nothingness to the moment you understand something, it becomes. So when I say nothing is everything, because that's literally what it is. It's always been there. It's just your acknowledgement of it is what created its quote unquote existence. But it was always there. It's just you weren't aware of it until you became aware of it. What we never become aware of still exists. We're just never aware of it.
As in?
Nothing.
Another planet. We're not aware of another planet, but I'm sure one exists. We're not aware, supposed of aliens, but
the
we know
first
that
people who made paintings on caves didn't know that fucking you could make telephones and cell phones and send pictures. They didn't know that.
They had a form of communication, but they didn't call it cell phone. They had a form of communication, how they can communicate with people.
Right. So what I'm saying is the moment, the ability to create, like, if you told a Neanderthal what a cell phone is, he wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about because that didn't exist to him. But it's always existed to us. The idea of how to make a cell phone, the information that you go from cave paintings to
talk to somebody on a
cell
device.
Phone, that information has always existed. It's just been the awareness of it. You had to discover we had to learn what makes this and this go together to where we can have like you had to learn all this, but it always existed. It was just in the order that which we put it together to create something new. And what I'm saying is that is the essence of what the universe is. It's in every big bang. It's just the idea of information being discovered by whatever it is that's doing whatever it's doing. Does that make sense?
No, not to me. It doesn't. No.
So it's the whole chicken or the egg thing, right?
That's a great
chicken
one.
Chicken or the egg?
The chicken or the egg?
Well, how do you get an egg?
From a chicken.
Okay, so that came first. What hatched out of the egg turned into something that was no longer a chicken? How did that happen?
So the chicken.
It was a mutation. That's how all of us have got here. One cell divides into another. There's a mutation in it. When it replicates again,
So we came from apes. We came from apes.
Probably.
No, probably did.
Yeah, I mean, you have.
But what happened to the other apes though? How did they not become
the
humans?
mutation didn't replicate. So it's just like there's still old computers, old desktops. They didn't go away. We just got newer versions of them. That's what evolution is. The original thing doesn't die until all of them die out. And we don't use those old desktop computers anymore. But once they fuck these up, we'll have to go back to them. So, but they just stopped making them.
We'll never go back. I mean, we'll never go backwards.
When the fucking grid goes down, we'll have to.
When the grid goes down, that's when all hell will break loose.
I just,
Like we said last episode. Remember? I know. It's almost like, I guess how nobody, I mean, I just think that scene in Airplane, like, so, remember the movie Airplane?
Which part?
When they go to Africa and try to teach them to play basketball, and they never knew how to play basketball, all of a sudden they start dunking.
Harlem
I mean, when he two-handed dunked, me and my brother laughed so hard in the movie theater. They didn't know, and we taught them games. And doing the ball, he just goes like this. Then he starts dunking.
Have you ever seen Airplane, Malik?
That's the old one?
The original Airplane.
I've seen it, but I don't recall what you're talking about.
With Leslie Nielsen.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's near the beginning, I think, right, where he's like kind of doing his backstory.
Yeah, because he talking about how he and her met, and it's probably the funniest movie ever made.
I remember the first time I watched that movie, I go, how the fuck is this my first time seeing this movie? This movie's fantastic.
It's hilarious.
It's so fucking funny. That's when I realized I had a drinking problem.
Now you go, just hang loose, bud. Everything gonna be all right. My mama dug a rap. She be no jive to it. When she chump don't want no help, chump don't get no help. Man, when she said that, everybody in the movie theater was on the floor, bro. Having Miss Cleaver, Miss Beaver Cleaver, the whitest of the white, have her talk jive. Butter lay me to the bone, jack me up. What'd he say? Cuddy say can't hang, man.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Cuddy say can't hang. That, man, come on, man.
You know what? Other movie, Bringing Down the House. You ever see that with Queen Latifah and Eugene Levy?
Yeah, actually, I did see that.
That fucking movie.
There's a lot of comedies that people don't talk about that were funny.
This master gonna sell us tomorrow. Yes, yeah. Like, man, that was fucking that old white lady. How she auditioned for that role and she read for that. She nailed that shit.
Did you ever see Black Dynamite?
Oh yeah.
My God, how funny was Black Dynamite? I mean, it's just. There's so many comedies we don't talk about, but there's nothing like a good old-fashioned ass, just hold your stomach comedy. I can't remember the last one.
Something about the 90s, man. I feel like
70s and 80s.
I wasn't there, so I can't argue that point. Sir.
I knew I walked right in that one, didn't I?
You were born into it, actually.
You know what, man? Fuck you. Fuck you.
The reason why I bring up the 90s is because anything before that, we couldn't have a real conversation. I was fucking 5 in '89.
But you act like you never looked at stuff that was, like I looked at old black and white movies when I was coming up.
I'm talking about comprehension and remembering at 5 years old in '89. No, my earliest memories, I think, was the Bulls championship, '90.
That was your first memory?
Like of worldly events.
Damn.
Yeah.
I knew that shit when I was a kid.
Mine was Hurricane Katrina.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's yours? Fucking World War II or something?
I remember when we just called it the Great War.
The fact that
Women would lick your ass for a nickel. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Not this $200 strip club shit I got to do now.
we ate ass together back in my day, and you didn't talk about it.
It's the reason why it was called the Dust Bowl. She would find your face. That was extra.
What's yours though, BT, for real?
The Challenger, I'm sure.
No, y'all make fun of me, but it's the men being on the moon. I know it's only one, but I remember that. I was on the couch and we had a black and white TV, and I was a little baby. Y'all laugh, but I do remember that shit, man. We were on the moon. Fuck off.
When he said the quote, do you remember him saying the quote?
No, I just remember the black and white movie, and they were when he jumped up and was doing this shit. Yeah. Maybe it was a repeat.
He remembers when he had to watch it in black and white.
Fuck off, both of y'all.
God
I do
damn.
remember Dick Van Dyke being the funniest show on TV. We watched Dick Van Dyke reruns. He came on after I Love Lucy. It was like when he came home from school. We watched I Love Lucy and Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke was the most ingenious show. He was a comedy writer for a comedy show, and the show was him being a comedy writer for a comedy show. How ingenious
Fucking
was
brilliant.
that?
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
I want to make a movie about making a movie.
Yeah, they did movies
I think
like
it's
that.
called a documentary.
There's a funny movie called like Movie 51. It's just about that.
I bet it's pretty good, probably.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I saw this fucking super funny meme yesterday. I'm about to share it with you. It's probably the most ridiculous thing. So you know Curious George, right?
Yeah, the monkey.
The monkey and the man in the yellow hat, right?
Yeah.
So there's a fucking meme of Curious George laying in a hospital bed, right? And the monkey turns to the man in the yellow hat and he goes, "Hey." And he's like, "What, George? You can talk? Why didn't you tell me you were sick?" He goes, "I was waiting to tell you something important. And now I found that thing that's important." He's like, "Yeah, what do you got to say?" He goes, "Woo, woo, woo." The fucking monkey makes monkey noises. The most gangster ghetto shit I ever saw in my life. Oh, I gotta find it.
The monkey makes monkey.
He goes, "I got something important to tell you." He goes, "What do you got to say?"
Okay.
Oh, where's it at? Here it is. All right, watch this.
Should have spread. There's nothing we can do. I'd say your goodbyes.
Oh, you wanted to pop it because I sound.
George? Yeah. This whole time you could talk. I can talk. Why didn't you say something? I was waiting until I had something to say. Well, what do you want to say? Infections.
That is fucking funny. It's so.
We're back. Sorry for that quick break. Just edit that part out 1 week.
I ain't gonna lie. You said I was like, eh, and I saw that. That shit is fucking hilarious. You can talk this whole time. I think we're punch drunk
When
right now.
I tell you I was on the shitter, I watched that and more shit came out.
That's disgusting, but that's funny. I can see that. That's fucking hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm punch drunk.
Me too. I'm tired as fuck.
I'm tired as fuck. It's what, 2 o'clock? What's time?
It's 2:11.
I'm sure my neighbors are like, hey, what the fuck are they doing? This guy shows up once a month, but when he shows up, we know he's there. Are you okay, D? Malik? I'll tell you about the time I flooded this fucking apartment. I flooded I was trying to install my bidet, and I couldn't get the thing screwed on tight, and all the water just kept hit me in the face, and then this dude knocked on my door, like, hey man, you're I go, I know. And then security came, not security, but the maintenance dude, he knocked on the door, and I swear to God, opened it up, and he had a plunger in his hand. I go, I didn't stop the toilet up. I go, it's my bidet, I didn't hit, and he got mad. He goes, you know you're not supposed to install that. It's in the rule book. I go, I didn't read that shit. I go, I didn't read that. And he go, obviously. He was mad, but opened the door, and he had a plunger in his hand. I wanted to go, man, that shit bigger than that.
What do you think? You just kept hitting the fucking handle?
Apparently, the neighbor must thought I stopped the toilet up. I guess he told the maintenance guy, hey, the guy's toilet's running. And I opened the door, he's just standing like, he just woke up. Like it's a turkey leg. He had a plunger in his fucking hand. The plunger was like this big. I go, man, I'm a grown-ass man. I deserve a bigger plunger than that.
He knows the size of your bowl.
How long ago was that?
I was embarrassed. It was like the second week I lived.
Oh my god. Wait, is your bidet installed now? Chris?
No. I gotta get a. I didn't have a seal like for the pipe or for the thing. So when I get it, I'm gonna tell him and they're gonna come and fix it for me. Cause I'm supposed I can't touch it, which is great. I'll let them do that shit. Literally. So yeah. But yeah, so I flooded the apartment. I thought I'm gonna get kicked out. He goes, we just redid these floors. I go, look, man, it's 2:00 in the morning. I know, my bad. But could you fix this for me?
How much water was it to the point where your neighbors knew that your toilet was flooded?
It was embarrassing. It was a lot of water, like a lot of water.
Were you panicking? Like, oh.
Yes.
Nah, that nigga was cool as fuck ordering more chairs. The fuck you think?
Ordering chairs, pizza.
He get cut off the fucking water.
Nah, let me get an Uber and take a nap while this fucking water.
You know what? No, fuck it. Let me go on a Carnival cruise and I'll fucking while these people deal with this shit. And by the way, yeah, the whole apartment complex is gone because of you. Floor 3 went to floor 2, went to floor 1.
All because you had to have a booty jet.
My ass is clean, but I ain't got no place to stay, but my booty's clean. Wait, does my real insurance cover that?
No.
Your next month's rent's gonna be astronomical. It's gonna cost you $1.2 million.
To rebuild this whole motherfucking.
All because I wanted booty jets.
Wipe your ass like a real man.
Man, I remember I had nothing. I had a friend one time. I swear to God, we never messed around. Just a friend. And I don't know where this came from. She goes, you know what, BT? You look like the kind of guy that keep it like he's got a clean butthole. And I was like, who says that to somebody? And I go, well, I did just get a bidet.
Did that lead to anything?
No, she's just a friend. I never even thought about having sex with her.
That was her way of telling you she eats ass, and you missed your opportunity.
No, she just
toot that thing up for her.
to toot
and
that
prove her right.
Oh, really? You want to check and find out? No, no, we're gonna do that to her. That's my friend. You know what? That's the thing about it. Maybe that's a good question for our female. Listen to a lot of female. Like, say you have a guy friend, and he's just a friend. And let's just say he makes a move on you, and you say no, whatever. Okay, can you go back to being friends like you used to be? And there's no like, hey, and you're like, okay, that's cool. Can you go back to that? No, I'm asking them. I know what you're gonna say. I'm just asking them. Can you?
They're telling you no because they're the same as us. When shit's awkward, shit's awkward.
No, but also depends on the power. Okay, a woman has the power in a situation. Say he makes a move on her. And she goes, nah, we're just way friends. And he goes, okay. And then he don't make it weird, and you just continue to do the same stuff. Now, ladies, can you go back to being friends like you always were, or will it make kind of?
No, it ruins it for both of you. Because then she knows in the back of her mind, she's always going to be questioning what's your motivation. Is he hanging around to hope to catch me slipping one day? Or is he just really being my friend?
But maybe it's 3-4 years down the line, and all of a sudden it's just one of those weird situations. Not like say a month in, then yeah, he was like that. But like you consider him a friend, and maybe it's 2-3 years down the line.
So you've been friends with this guy, and you didn't know he had feelings for you for 4 years?
Or maybe it's just something happens, maybe a night happens, or it's just kind of, and all of a sudden you're like kind of, kind of like a song by, what's his name? Lil Jon, and he goes, I saw something in your shorty. When they used to be friends, and I don't know.
Lovers and friends?
Yeah, something like that.
You're quoting a fucking Little John.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. But I had something. Yeah,
baby, how you doing? Hope that you're fine. Wanna know what you got in mind tonight.
Well, maybe, honestly, because it's friends you have forever.
Feeling like you're the
then all of a sudden, like something happens, and you go, huh? I don't know. What do you think? Malik, what do you think?
I
He
you're
done
saying.
gotten way too
I ever had a
crowded.
dream about somebody you didn't think about, and then after that dream, you're like, oh.
You wanted freedom for everybody after you had that dream. You had your legs up in the air, getting your ass ate like Martin Luther King.
But you coughing, Malik.
I don't know.
You all right?
I was sick a couple days ago.
Oh,
Now
you
you
tell us
tell
now.
us.
Yeah, now you tell us.
Have fun on your trip.
Yeah, I'm about to be on the airplane.
Take AIDS to the Congo.
I'm gonna fake everybody because Malik didn't tell he was sick. All of a sudden we get off the plane, everybody's eyes are bleeding.
How outbreak starts. We got the monkey right here.
People are shitting out their eyeballs.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I was sick 2 days ago.
I'm sorry, the producer of my fucking podcast was sick. And
Yeah, that was a while ago. Like,
then Malik texted me, hey man, you need to get tested.
like
Good luck with that.
Hey, I come back, this whole apartment is like fucking boarded up. What the fuck? Everybody has hazmat suits. Have you heard about having a plane from Indiana? I go, uh-oh.
Nah, they don't even let you get to. There he is, get him.
When they say there he is, that's when you know it's over. There he is.
Did you see that video
Of what?
of that fucking pedophile in Seattle who showed up to this, thought he was about to have sex with a little kid in a fucking hotel, and the police opened the door and nigga pulled his gun out and they
They shot him?
they fucking lit this nigga up. You haven't seen the video?
No.
Oh, please allow me.
I mean, but if they can be in trouble. They can't. They're not supposed to shoot him.
He pulled the gun.
Oh, he pulled the gun out
He
on them.
and so it's body cam footage of the officer who was the first one out the door, right?
Okay.
And he goes, "Hi, I'm with the
Kent County
Seattle,"
Sheriff's Office.
or whatever. And the dude's like, "Huh?" And then it goes off. They startle him when the police, and it goes off. And then they rush him, and then they're trying to hold him down, and it goes off again. And they're like, "Gun!" Bah, 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 bah.
Hey, when a cop says gun, that's the last thing you'll ever hear.
Man, this motherfucking body was smoking. They shot this nigga so much.
When they say gun, it's over, bro.
That shit.
Hey, did that Chicago shooting happen since I've been here? Yeah, I was gone when it happened. Just see that one? Okay, let me see.
Where's this?
Hey, it's your time to see other people.
He's trying to bite him. Holy fuck!
that'll do it.
Shots fired, suspect down. Help the officer.
Shots fired.
Well, he was trying to bite him too.
Hey, it's your time to see other people.
He's trying to bite him. But
That nigga right there is the most gangster one.
he just stood over. I
He
mean,
was
almost
like, yeah.
Did you guys see that video that dude that set himself on fire?
Outside.
yeah. Oh man, that scene in lady was active shooter. Wait a minute.
Oh,
yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah, let me take it back. He set
He
himself on
appears
fire.
to be on fire. He is clearly burning, and no one is
no.
running to help him. Wait a minute, we've got people running to help. Oh,
No,
they
he's
tripping.
allegedly on fire. Bitch, he's burnt.
She was the worst. She didn't take a pause or nothing. She did. she
Bitch, he's burnt.
was trying to suck up all the oxygen that was burning this nigga.
Hey,
And he's on fire, and he's on fire, and he's still burning. He's still burning. Back to you in the studio.
does anybody have any marshmallows? Hey, get to the. Am I the asshole now? Oh, did you? Okay.
He said that shit. He set himself on fire like somebody asked, I think it was Miss Pat. She go, "Why do you think he did that at the Trump trial?" I said, "Because he couldn't afford Super Bowl tickets." He'd have done it at the Super Bowl.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, that's funny, bro.
Afford to go.
I ain't gonna lie, that's funny, bro. That's hilarious. I'm gonna read Am I the asshole because I'm getting tired and it's late. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that her boyfriend isn't allowed at my wedding? Oh, this ought to be good. In a few months, I, female 29, will be getting married to my fiance Jason. Why she put his name out there? Like male 32, who is the love of my life. Well, duh, you married this motherfucker. Why would you marry some? He's alright.
It was an arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Now read it properly.
We have a date at a 7-Eleven. No, we have a date. That was bad. We have a date, a venue, and a theme ready, and the next step was to send out invitations. For some more context, my relationship with my sister, Harriet Tubman. I'm sorry. I'm punch drunk. Harriet, who was leading the slave, no, female 23, has been strained.
Who taught you how to read?
Harriet has been strained over the last few months because of her relationship with my boyfriend, Anthony. With her boyfriend, Anthony, male 51. Harriet's 23, 51. That sounds like something I would do. That sounds like some shit I would do.
That sounds like some shit you want to do.
Yeah, I ain't one of them old ass 23-year-old. Okay, I vocally disapproved of. Okay, I vocally disapproved of her relationship from the get-go because of the age gap. You think? Reasoning that Anthony is taking advantage of her because he can't walk up steps and shit. No. However, my pleas have largely fallen on deaf ears as Harriet's continue to love Anthony. I can't see. Date Anthony and insist that the two of them are in love. Anyway, when Jason and I were mailing out invitations, we sent one to Harriet but made sure that she didn't have a +1. Oh, man, that's cold. Because I don't want Anthony at my motherfucking wedding. Since A, I don't like him, and B, he'll be a distraction. He's so old, he'll want to get a nap during the fucking wedding now. When Harriet found out, she called me absolutely livid and tore into me for being callous and ageist. I countered by saying that it was my wedding and that I had full discretion over who was and wasn't allowed to come, and that was that. And that she could either come by herself or not come at all. Harriet and I haven't spoken since then, and I feel a little guilty about this. But at the same time, I don't feel like I feel like I'm making the right choice. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Man, you know what? The fact that she invited her and not her boyfriend, and granted you don't like him and it's your wedding, man, you knew that was going to cause some rift. So either you should have not invited her sister at all. So you kind of are the asshole.
Your sister away because you mad at her because of who she's fucking.
And that's her deal.
That to me is fucking bananas.
Now, if she said he was a crackhead or a drunk or he can't behave himself in public, I get it. But you want Tim White's a distraction. Is it a distraction only on your end because you don't like him? I mean, you didn't give a lot of content. You just said it was the age. You didn't say nothing else, just the age. You didn't say he was using her, he was a drug dealer, whatever, you know.
Yeah, do they have a good relationship?
You just said it's age, which, 51 and 23, I mean, granted, I was just joking, but I can go out with a 23. But that's not the point. The point is, you didn't say why you didn't like him, only because of the age gap. So, and you knew good and goddamn well when you invited your sister, you said you can't invite your boyfriend, and that's her boyfriend? Yeah. You kind of are the asshole.
I mean, for you to tell your sister it's my fucking wedding, I'll invite who I want.
Yeah, you can
take it or leave it. That's an asshole ultimatum to give to your sister. You should be like, if you can't cordially explain to her, like, hey, I don't want this person to be my wedding. If you can't even have that conversation without being like, look, is you or either, just you or don't come. Like,
you can come, but he can't.
Why can't he sit in the back? Why can't, if he's aware that you don't like him and y'all have had to...
Get us some coffee, I
mean, to Jello. Me, it just reeks of immaturity. To cut off your sister...
That's flesh and blood. I mean, you and Jason could get divorced.
You know what I mean?
And your sister's always going to be there, whether you like it or not, because she's blood. So, and you're 29? Bitch, you should get over that. She's 23. So, don't get me wrong. That is a big age gap, but that's your sister. So she got to live life and find out the hard way. And you're 29, okay, Jason, and your boyfriend and your future husband's 32. That's not that much of an age gap, but still.
It would be one thing if the younger sister had like a series of fuck-ups where she wasn't listening to the older sister, but it doesn't even seem to be the case. She just doesn't like this particular guy. Because I think, I would never cut my brothers off on the first offense of something that I didn't vibe with. Right. It would take something monumental. I have a half brother who I don't fuck with because of some stupid shit he did that, he had built up to where I was like, nah, I just don't fuck with you anymore. That's it. I'm done. This idea that, because he's an older dude.
But that's all the context that she's given. Yeah. And there's nothing else. How about you, Malik? What do you think?
I think that I was reading the comments so I could give a different perspective. But I think that it's kind of odd that she didn't invite her sister. That's just how I feel it. So.
I think she's an asshole for that. I mean, because she might no +1. So she got to go to a wedding by, you know how women are.
Like
I got to go to a wedding by myself.
The idea that she would even think to show up by herself, like, she's bringing her fucking boyfriend. Like, whether he got the invitation or not, you think she's going to show up by herself?
I would just not show up if I was her.
I would bring him and dare her to say something. That's what I would do.
Just don't go to your sister's wedding. I mean, honestly, to me, that's not a good family. I mean, man, I think she's an asshole.
For her to say, I want you there, but don't bring him.
Because he's going to be a distraction.
A
distraction to you. Because like I said, she didn't give any context on other than age.
I mean, yeah, is he doing a fucking toast? I used to want to fuck her before I met her sister.
Yeah.
Like, is that what he's doing?
Oh, I mean, was he a professor and he took advantage of her? But she's still 23. I mean,
you can't take advantage of an adult.
That's what I was just gonna say that.
She's grown. Yeah. She knows how old he is.
Yeah.
She met that nigga, heard his age, and was like, oh, it wasn't like he lied to her and then she found out a day ago.
But he's lived life, so he knows how the ins and outs. Like, she gonna go here, so you know.
I mean, if it's one thing if she got tricked into it, it don't sound like it.
Gotcha, bitch.
It sounds like she's fucking okay with it. So mind your fucking business.
Yeah,
as long as he ain't putting his hands on her and hurting her that way, then
because all she said was
whatever emotional abuse she goes through, she signed up for.
Think about like in acting class, we always learn about the character from what other people say, and from what she said. Right? She said it. What her sister said. Her sister called her callous and an ageist. So she gave herself away. She's callous, and she didn't say nothing like, he had a drinking problem or whatever. So, and an ageist. I don't like his age. So yeah, she's an asshole. She sounds a little self-centered.
Yeah.
So we got 3 people saying she's an asshole.
If my brother came to me and was like, yo, don't bring your girl to my wedding, otherwise don't show up. I'd be like, what you gonna do, nigga? That's what I would be like. What you gonna do?
It's almost a part 2 of the first of last week's episode of we talking about what we talking about the wedding last week the wedding. Am I the asshole for not telling my friend I got married?
Yeah.
So why don't you just do like them and just don't tell nobody? I mean, you're 29, you're an old maid.
She wants it to be about her.
She's 29, she's an old maid. If you go back in the cowboy days, right? You're 29, just get married for the first time. Maybe you got a problem, bitch. I mean, I don't know. But still, so I think, yeah, she's an asshole. So yeah, bingo.
I agree with you.
Further on, you gonna get season tickets to go see The Fever?
No, and I'm so sick and tired of people comparing Victor Wembanyama's salary to Caitlin Clark's salary.
Listen, you know who said it best?
That shit is so
Let me tell you, no, you know who said it best? And there's criticizing WNBA is almost like, there's certain categories of people that apparently you can't criticize when it comes to, like, say, WNBA or women or, if you're trans or gay or whatever, you can't criticize them. But put it in perspective. And my buddy said he goes to an LA Sparks game or whatever. He said there's maybe 100 people there, and so to get people there, they have people like the halftime shows, or I think he said they have I don't know, was it K-pop? They had something where the Asians really into, and he goes, they came for the halftime show, and after it was over, they all fucking left. He goes, there's about thousands of them to come and for the halftime show, and after it was over, they fucking bounced. And listen. There's no disrespect, but you got to look at it this way. Grant, okay, the women's soccer team, they've won, 2 or 3 World Cups compared to the men, but the men sell out. And that's just a harsh motherfucking fact. Should your salary be raised? Yes. But at the end of the day, you got to get the numbers.
Stop. The idea that their salary should be raised. Why? Because their salaries are...
Are we talking about soccer team?
No, I'm talking about the WNBA.
Okay, WNBA, okay, yeah. The WNBA?
Their salaries are proportional to what their league generates.
Yeah.
The only raise they can get is if they generate more revenue.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. And so people are saying that.
There's 144 WNBA players. In 2023, the WNBA made about $200 million. So if you split that up with just the players,
that's LeBron James for a year.
It's 1.3 million and some change for each player if you did the math. So this idea that they're going to get a raise if they're only generating $200 million and you want to pay all the players, it's like the NBA doesn't pay all the players the same amount of money.
No.
And the reason that
Well, you know what?
The
Let me say-
NBA made $10 billion. That's why it can pay its first pick $55 million over 4 years.
How much?
Or whatever.
13 billion?
So they made $13 billion
Let me tell you
last
something.
year.
You know what the best joke was? My buddy Derek Rush, I'll give you credit. He said, Caitlin Clark signed a Nike deal for $10 million. Now she can pay the rest of the league.
There you go. I mean,
And it's a funny joke, and it's sad, but hey,
To me-
like the song from Metallica said, it's sad but true.
to me, what I hope Caitlin Clark does is that her star power does create more avenues.
We hope that, ladies.
For other. But here's the thing, ladies. The reason why
The motherfucking reality.
the women don't get paid what the men get paid is because before Caitlin Clark, you didn't give a fuck. That's the reason why. If men are the target market for women's basketball, we support them by as much as we care. If women loved women's basketball the way they
women
love
love women.
the Kardashians and the
Real
Kylie,
housewives of who
y'all-
gives a fuck.
who should have $1 billion? The WNBA or fucking Kylie Jenner and her makeup? Y'all spend all that money making yourselves look like somebody else, and then you get mad at men for not watching women's basketball.
And what
That
Beyonce
shit
said,
makes no sense.
Women rule the world. No, you don't. Because you could if y'all would get off that bullshit, but you don't.
No, they couldn't.
So
you know why? Because they can't fight.
Women what now? They can't fight?
No, the strongest woman will lose to the strongest man.
Not every situation, but yeah. And we know how to fight.
But you need what if you give them guns, though?
Guns ain't really a fight. Guns aren't fighting.
I wasn't talking
I'm
about,
talking about hand to
anybody
hand.
can shoot somebody.
Yeah, a hand to hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying
If-
it's
if-
like because
if-
people always say women can run the world. I'm like, no, they wouldn't. No, they can't.
You were taking on the world. What do you
I mean, no,
if you guns?
hand to hand compact. I mean, running the world in the sense of a position of power is different than I'm talking about like on the street level, a square up. I guarantee you, Amanda Nunes could wipe out all three of us, and I can fight pretty
I'm
decent.
not, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I don't think I am,
saying,
but go ahead.
I'm saying competent. Of course, Amanda Nunes can fucking beat us up. I'm talking about the chick that works at B-Dubs. She ain't running through all three of us. She's just not.
We don't know. She might have some skills. We don't know. She might be working.
If she takes out you and you, she not fighting me. I'm already out. I saw
I'll
what
go
she did
first.
to
I'll
y'all.
go first. I'll go first. See what she got. Well, let's see what you got, baby. She fucking knocks me the fuck out.
I know a whole bitch named Della hit harder than you.
No, in a position, but
my point, what I'm trying to say is that women are mad at men for not supporting the WNBA when they don't support the WNBA. They spend more money on makeup and hair than they do women's athletics. And they're mad at us for why Caitlin Clark only making $77,000 or whatever. Like, that's not our fault.
No.
We watch our league.
It's
Y'all
the market.
don't watch
It's the
y'all
market.
league.
It's the market. I mean, if you want to rise in everything, y'all need to start supporting everybody. And it's same, and almost off the topic, but not really. Same with black businesses. Hey, support black business. Okay, I try to support black businesses, but you know what though? You go in.
You make it hard, man.
They have a sign on the thing. Hey, we'll be back at this time. When'd you leave? We're back in 15 minutes. Well, when the fuck did you leave? You don't say that, okay? And I swear to God, almost every black business, and it's what people don't talk about. Almost every black business, if somebody white comes in, they get better. They take care of them more than they take care of us. Like there was an old barbecue place where I come from in Oklahoma, in Muskogee, named Slicks. This motherfucker, seriously, my dad came. My dad hardly ever cusses, especially back then. And he hardly ever said the N-word. But man, what the Slick would do is, like, it was rumored that at one time it was like it was nationally known as one of the best barbecue places in the country.
How long ago was this?
Back in the 70s, 80s.
Okay.
So listen, I
No,
know
that's not what I was asking.
No. So anyway, the rumor was, he gives white people the best barbecue. You know what I mean? He gives the best cuts. But you go in, he didn't trust nobody, so you go order. He would cut it up, then he'd come around and fucking deal with the money. And my dad go, you know what, the greasy ass nigga put his hands on it. Man, put his hands on the money. And being the fact my dad never ever said the word nigga, oh, greasy ass hand, nigga. Man, I laughed so fucking hard. Even as a kid, I would laugh. And he always had them had them red bloodshot eyes and shit. He would chop it and come around and put his $2. Your money, he'd be like, the money be all greasy and fucking wet. And you go, thanks, Slick. And you take in the fucking, and that old brown bag and that shit be leaking through. And you go, this is good ass barbecue. You know, you didn't know no better. We were country boys. You know, so.
The reason why Slick gave white people better service is because he saw what happened in Tulsa.
You sat on that, didn't you?
Yes, I
you
did.
sat on that. You know what it's like? Dion was like, come on in the corner. Come on in the corner. I'm like, come on in the corner. And I go, from Dion, that's what I was waiting for. Boom! And I'm like, check please. And the referee's like, ding, 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 ding. You wait, I ain't gonna lie. That was beautiful. Dion waited on that. That was fucking beautiful. That was masterful. I ain't gonna lie. You just sat there. I go, Dion's being real kind of quiet on this one. And then you said, boom!
I was
Fight's over.
scheming the second you brought up Slick treating white folk better.
But it's the truth.
In Muskogee, Oklahoma, in the
Muskogee,
70s.
get it right.
Muskogee,
get it right.
Muskegon.
Muskogee, blah. Get it right. I never been so happy to see Malik do the fucking
Wrap it up? Yeah, we gotta
son.
go.
Hey, no offense, people. I'm fucking tired. I got a plane in about 3 hours.
This is a labor of love.
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you for
appreciate
watching. Please.
We're almost at 500 subscribers, so if you haven't already, please go head over to YouTube, become a subscriber. Sorry, we're canceled. Subscribe. We're trying to monetize so we can grow. Growth means more sorry we're canceled. More sorry we're canceled means funnier shit, better shit. So yeah.
Always better shit. I mean, I can't tell you people how much we really I always think about new things to do and how we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like the fact that we're over here now just tells you the commitment we have. I mean, I thought, I want to tell you, hey guys, I mean, midnight, and yeah, let's do it. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. So we're always coming for you guys, and if it don't seem like we are, trust me, we are. It's just, we gotta work. So anyway, thank you guys for watching.
Make sure you guys go on over to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. Get a bonus episode every month. Also pick up a t-shirt, $25 with free shipping directly to you. Sorry we're canceled logo, which I'm rocking right now. Pick that up. Yeah, this has been another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. I'm Dion Curry.
I'm B to the motherfucking T, and that's Malik on the ones and twos. And like we say about this time, you know the word. Peace.
Like, subscribe, and share.
I'm sleepy.
Good night.